The Men's Junior UCI Road World Championships road race is the annual World Championship road bicycle race for men in the junior category, which is men aged 18 or under. It is organised by the world governing body, the International Cycling Union. The event has run every year since it was founded in 1975, with exception to 2020, when the global pandemic forced the annual event to stop. The race takes place every September, alongside other races like the Men's and Women's World Championships. The race is regarded as a great event to showcase up-and-coming talent, and riders such as Bradley Wiggins, Vincenzo Nibali, and Philippe Gilbert have all competed in this competition. With that being said, let's take a look at every men's junior Road World Cycling champion since 2011 and where they are now. 2011. Pierre-Henri Lecuisinière. We start the list with Pierre-Henri Lecuisinière, who seemed like the real deal in 2011. He burst onto the scene in 2009, securing a first-place finish in the Junior French National Cyclocross Championships at the age of just 16. 2 years later, he rode to the top of the podium in the Junior World Championships after beating his opponents in a close sprint finish. The same year, Pierre-Henri also rode to first place in European Junior Championships, as well as coming first in general classification in the German competition Trofeo Karlsberg. Teams noticed his talent, and he quickly signed as a trainee for Team Europcar in 2012. Whilst racing for Europcar, he finished first in a few minor competitions, however Lecuisinière failed to turn heads. In 2014, however, World Tour team FDJ decided to take the young French rider on. In his first year with FDJ, Pierre-Henri rode in Lombardia, however the Frenchman failed to finish the race. Lecuisinière failed to impress, and in 2016 left FDJ, seemingly to focus on running and triathlons. If you check Lecuisinière's Instagram out, you can see he clearly devotes a lot of time to these two sports. In 2021, Lecuisinière resurfaced, racing in Paris-Troyes, which is a UCI Europe Tour event. Pierre-Henri has not raced since, and it seems he never made the shift required to go from junior cycling to men's. 2012. Matej Mohoric. We're now on to our first big name in cycling. Mohoric had an insane 2012. Not only did he win the Junior World Road Cycling Championships, he came second in the Junior World Time Trial Championships, he won GC, Mountains and the Sprinters jersey in the Giro della Lunghiana, and also came fourth and third in the European Junior Road Cycling Championships and Time Trial. In 2013, he signed for the Team Savate, where he began to ride in bigger name tours, and by 2014, he was signed by World Tour team Cannondale. In 2015, Mohoric rode in his first Grand Tour, the Vuelta, in which he DNF'd. The following year, the Slovenian finished inside the top 100 in the Giro Italia, also impressing on the mountainous stages. Mohoric continued to impress, signing for an array of different teams, as well as finishing inside the top 20 in GC in multiple Grand Tours. Recently, Mohoric finished 6th in the race for the green jersey during the 2021 edition of the Tour de France. Just this year, Mohoric claimed victory in the famous monument, Milan-San Remo, showing it's fair to say Mohoric has become an extremely solid rider. 2013. Matej van der Poel. There's no need to even introduce this rider. In 2013, MDVP as he is known, beat his competitors in a close sprint finish to claim the Junior Rainbow jersey. This came 1 year after Van der Poel won the Junior Cyclocross Championships. The following year, the Flying Dutchman signed for Savate, much like Mohoric, where he began to impress in a few minor tours. In the next few years, Van der Poel moved around, signing for many Continental Tour teams. 2 years after his Junior World Championship victory, MDVP, at the age of 20, won his first ever cyclocross championship. The Dutchman has since added 3 more championships to his name. Van der Poel has impressed in a multitude of disciplines. He has held the yellow jersey for 6 days, he has rode in multiple classics, and only this year he finished 3rd in Milan-San Remo, a notoriously difficult race. The future seems bright for Matej van der Poel, and I can't wait to see what he can offer in the coming years. 2014. Jonas Bokello. Jonas Bokelor won the 2014 Junior World Championships in, you guessed it, a close sprint finish. The same year, Bokelor won the German National Junior Road Championships. This indicated a bright future for the German. In 2015, SEG Racing signed the 19-year-old. Bokelor rode in a few small races, but massively underperformed for SEG. The next year he moved on to Klein Constantia. Bokelor won Trofeo Umag, a Croatian one-day race, but other than that continued to underperform. Jonas continued moving teams, signing for 3 more Continental Tour teams, where he raced in small one-day races and minor tour events. In 2019, at the age of 23, Bokelor retired. It is unknown why he retired, and it is also unknown what he does now. Overall, this is a sad ending for someone with so much potential. But unfortunately, this type of thing happens often in the hard and unpredictable world of professional cycling. 2015. Felix Gall. Felix Gall became the first Austrian to win this competition, winning by less than 1 second. Gall also won the Junior Austrian Championships the same year, and came a close second in the Junior National Time Trial. Gall signed for Continental Team Development Team Sunweb, where he stayed for 3 years. Gall rode in minor races, however in his last year at Development Team Sunweb, he earned himself the yellow jersey in the Istrian String Trophy. This earned him a spot into Team Sunweb, a World Tour team. The following year, he moved to Team DSM. This year, Gall moved to AG2R Citroën team. Gall looked impressive this year, riding in his first ever World Tour, the Giro, and also competing in Il Lombardia. Gall's rise has been slow, however if he has a good 2023, I feel we could start to see the Austrian much more. 2016. Jakob Egholm. Jakob Egholm beat the competition by 7 seconds in this edition of the Junior World Championships. Egholm also finished 6th in the Danish Junior Championships, won the green jersey in the Trophy Center Morbihan. The next year, Team Giant Castelli picked up the young sprinter. Egholm failed to impress in the Tour of Denmark and did not finish in the National Championships. Next, when Egholm was 19, he finished 18th in the National Championships, which was a notable improvement. From 2019 to 2020, Jakob moved to another Continental Tour team, until World Tour team Trek Segafredo picked the young Dane up. Egholm is yet to ride in a Grand Tour or Classics race, however the sprinter still has plenty of time left, and in my opinion, his chance will come. 2017. Julius Johansson. Julius Johansson became the second Dane in a row to win this competition. In 2017, just a week after he turned 18, Johansson destroyed his opponents, finishing 51 seconds faster than second place. This obviously impressed teams, and in 2018, Johansson joined Team Colorquick, where interestingly, he raced alongside fellow Dane Jonas Vingegaard. Julius raced with Colorquick for 1 more year and claimed victory in the Dutch competition Olympias Tour. Johansson then joined Uno X cycling team. He continued to impress, and eventually World Tour team Wanty Gobert took the GC Specialist on. This year, Julius rode in his first Grand Tour, the Vuelta. The future looks bright for the 23-year-old, and I can't wait to see what he has to offer next. 2018. Remco Evenepoel. What a bright spark this young lad is. Remco is an outrageous talent, and he proved this in 2018. If you thought Johansson was fast, Remco won by almost a minute and a half. But not only did he win the road race, oh no, he also won the junior time trial. If you thought that was amazing, listen to this. Evenepoel won all 3 jerseys in the same year in the following events: Giro della Lunghiana, Albert-Timster Stavelot, GP General Patton, and Course de la Paix Juniors. You thought that was it? Nope. He also won the Juniors European Continental Championships, the Junior and Under-23s European Time Trial Championships, the Belgian Junior National Championships, the Belgian Junior National Time Trial Championships and other one-day events. Wow. Cycling fans around the world stopped and noticed this kid's talent. And clearly so did teams, as, at the age of just 19, Remco signed for Quick-Step, a World Tour team. The same year, Remco finished second in the Men's European Time Trial Championships, and also third in the Belgian National Time Trials. Evenepoel also impressed on a number of smaller tours. In 2020, Evenepoel returned from the pandemic to race in Il Lombardia. Evenepoel suffered a career-threatening crash when he collided full speed with the sidewall of a bridge whilst descending. The whiplash tossed him off his bike, and the Belgian plummeted several metres into a ravine. Terrifying, they called the crash in Italy. Evenepoel suffered a lung contusion and a fractured pelvis, and did not race for almost a year. After his return from injury, Evenepoel took the world stage by storm, competing in the Giro, the Olympics, and also continued to impress in European and national events. This year, at the age of just 22, Evenepoel proved his greatness. Remco dominated the Vuelta, winning the red jersey, coming fourth in the green jersey competition, and acquiring the fifth most points on the mountains. Remco also won the World Championships and came third in the Time Trial Championships. He won his first monument, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, and claimed victory in the Belgian National Time Trials. Evenepoel also finished top in GC in a collection of other tours, for example the Tour of Norway. The future seems exceptionally bright for the Belgian, and recently I posted a video on why I think he could be the next Peter Sagan, which I recommend you check out after this video. 2019, Quinn Simmons. Quinn Simmons became the third American to win the Junior Championships, the most notable of whom is Greg LeMond, three-time winner of the Tour de France. Quinn Simmons won by a healthy minute lead after a daring breakaway from the peloton. Simmons has claimed victory elsewhere in cycling and also became the junior champion of American time trialling. World Tour team Trek Segafredo were clearly impressed by the American and decided to take him on in 2020. After a disrupted year, Simmons started 2021 strong. He rode in his first classic, Milan-San Remo, went on to ride in La Vuelta and Paris-Roubaix. This year, Simmons rode in his first Tour de France, finishing a solid 66th place in general classification. At only 21, Simmons seems to have started his career off strong, and the only way is up for this young Yank. 2021, Pastrana Hagenes. After COVID-19 put a stop to 2020's race, the competition returned. Pastrana Hagenes won the championships after accelerating away from Frenchman Romain Gregoire on the penultimate climb. The same year, Hagenes secured second place in the Junior European Road Race, as well as getting a bronze medal in the Junior Paris-Roubaix. It is also worth noting Hagenes became Norwegian national junior champ earlier that year. Interestingly, Hagenes has also competed in professional cross-country skiing. Hagenes joined Jumbo-Visma development team, and by 2024 he will become part of Jumbo-Visma. It will be exciting to see this talented young climber join a team with Jonas Vingegaard and potentially Primož Roglič. 2022, Emil Herzog. Herzog, the second German on our list, won the most recent championships in the 2-up sprint. As the race happened so recently, it is difficult to predict his next step. However, this year, Herzog became Junior Road Champion of Germany. It is clear he is talented, and next year he will race for Continental Tour team Hagens Berman Axion. Look out for this youngster in the following years, as the world could be his oyster. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know who your favourite rider on this list is, and comment down below whether you knew about all these cyclists. If you liked this video, please consider liking, and if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. I'll also leave my video on Moritz and Evenepoel in the end screen, so please consider watching them too. Bye for now!